My Five Nights at Freddy's story, the beginning. I was in my bedroom, daydreaming and sitting on my bed, allowing my imagination to rise as I got up and looked out the window. My desire to dream and imagine grew stronger. But then before I knew it, a strange magical portal opened up, and before I knew it, I fell in. It was a magical vortex, like a tunnel or a whirlpool of colours as I fell through. The next thing I knew, I woke up in a restaurant. It was dark. There were tables and chairs set up like a party place. But there was light where two lifelike characters were standing. A rabbit and bear, both golden. I'd never seen something like this before, so I reached out to them. But then two men appeared and came up to me. I screamed as they startled me. "What are you doing here?" "We're closing," one of them said. I was frightened and still on the floor, but one of the men, wearing a cream suit, came up to me, held out his hand to help me up from the ground. The other man stood behind him, wearing a purple suit with a little girl with red hair and green eyes hugging him. "So, what are you doing here? We are closing down for the night," the man in cream asked. I told him who I was. "I just woke up here. I'm not sure where this place is. I don't know how I got here, really," I said. "Well, you're at Fredbear's family diner. I'm Henry Emily. This is William Afton, and his daughter Elizabeth. We were just about to lock up for the night. These animatronics are precious and expensive, so security is pretty tight." I really didn't mean to intrude. I really don't know how I got here. I couldn't really tell them how I got here. They wouldn't believe me. "Henry, we can't let this slide. Our restaurant would seem more unsafe than people already believe. You know what happened here." William, let me handle this." "She seems scared, Daddy," the girl said. "You really have no idea where you are?" Henry asked. I shook my head. Then another man walked in, with a purple shirt that looked like uniform, dark hair tilted to the side, and blue eyes. "Ah, Michael, there you are. Is everything secure?" William asked. "Everything's locked up. Who's this?" he asked. "She found herself here. She says she really doesn't know how she ended up in our restaurant," William said to him. "Is she all right?" he asked. "She seems fine. She's just confused." "We'll have to do something. I'll take her to a station and see what I can do," Mr. Emily said. So Henry escorted me to his car, and he set off. He said I should visit the restaurant in the day, where I could get some pizza, see animatronics move around and interact with people. He took me to a station and said he would hope to see me again. I said I would. He told me they were hiring for waiters and waitresses for the day. I said goodbye and thank you for taking me, and then he left. Later on during the daytime, I found myself back at the Fredbear restaurant. It looked like a party room and a restaurant all in one. I looked around. Lots of children were playing and having fun. I could hear music boxes that set off nostalgic feelings in my heart. It made me smile. Then I saw Mr. Emily and Mr. Afton. They welcomed me back and asked if I was interested in a job as a waitress. I was nervous at first, but I strongly felt that I should give it a go. I smiled and nodded. Yes, please, I said. They agreed, and it was going to go through. I would start next week.